New at 10, members of the Jackson City Council appear as resolute as ever in their opposition to a proposed rate increase from JXN Water. They cited a recent report detailing the utility's ongoing billing issues filed in U.S. District Court. The report was compiled based on findings from consultant Michael Thomas. Thomas, a CPA, was brought on by the city to do a deep dive in Jackson's finances. Ward 6 Councilwoman Lachey Brown Thomas says increasing rates now rather than focusing on improving collections would punish customers who already pay. You can find more information in the JXN Water section on WLBT.com.